some of my past videos. But if you want to save time and just get it all step by step, then you can check out my program that's going to be linked below in the pinned comment. But here's how I'm currently structuring all of my sessions. For the very first exercise, which is going to be a compound movement, I'm going to do 3 ramping warm-up sets. And a general guideline for these is 25% of my working weight for the first set, and then maybe 50 to 60 for the second, and then 75 to 85 for the third. And then after that last warm-up set, I'm going to rest about 1 to 2 minutes, and then I do 1 working set taken all the way to failure. Now, for every exercise after the first one, I just do 1 warm-up at 50% of the working weight and then straight into the working set to failure. And that's the simple structure. Now, a super common question that comes up all the time is, won't you get burned out from doing 1 set to failure or just eventually get injured? And honestly, guys, almost every training style you can pick is eventually going to injure you if you don't know how to manage fatigue and recovery. But you also have to remember that I'm not doing supersets or drop sets or taking sets all the way to where I'm getting trapped under the lift or just having a spotter push me even further. Those are tools you can use sometimes, but they need to be done sparingly. So for me, the goal of every session is simple. I either match or beat the reps I did last time with the same weight. So let's say on the chest press, your previous session, you hit 7 reps to failure. The next session you come in, your goal is just to hit 8. But here's where I want you to think about this differently than just chasing failure every single session at all costs. If your previous workout you got 7, and then going into that next session the goal was 8 and you hit 8, you've already progressed and you've beaten your previous number. You don't need to push for a 9th rep or even a 10th rep that day, even if you technically could. And what this does is it allows your training to kind of auto-regulate naturally without you having to think about it too much. And then over time, once you get up to around 10 reps on that same weight, you add 5 pounds to the stack and then you drop back to 6. And remember, you might feel like you could do more at that new weight, but you stick to 6 because it's still technically progression. And this method I use naturally builds in a little recovery along the way instead of just pushing harder and harder every session until you stall or get injured. Now, you absolutely could push every single set to your absolute bleeding edge every time and maybe add more than 1 rep at a time. Dorian Yates did exactly that, and then every few weeks he would pull back and do a week or 2 of easier work, or essentially like a deload before going all out again. My approach though is just going to keep that regulation built into every session automatically so you can go longer without formal deloads. And neither way is wrong, it just depends on how you prefer to manage your intensity over time. So the goal of this video was to talk about 1 set to failure and show you exactly how to do it, and have you just understand that building muscle doesn't require you to spend hours in the gym just grinding through set after set. But what it does require though is to actually push a muscle to somewhere it's never been before, which is going to trigger muscle protein synthesis, which we already talked about. Then all you do is let it recover, and then you come back and do it again with a little more than last time. So that's my whole 1 set to failure system and essentially the A2J philosophy. So I hope this video was helpful. And once again, if you want a step-by-step program that shows you exactly how to do this and works no matter your age, your starting point, or even equipment level, you can learn more by clicking the link in the pinned comment. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.
Nice CP, bro. Their Luna's gonna have ult before I do. We're gonna lose this. Back up, 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 back up.
The stakes are cutting in. The hunt is on.
We'll defend what's ours.
Group up here, group up here. We don't want to stagger. We don't want to stagger. Group up. Yo, back up, bro.
Because I'm not in the con.
Let's go. Let's go.
By the eye of Agamotto. Out, dark magic.
Can you swap to Cloak?
You were in
I
6
think
and
we
6?
just-
Yeah, I was
You know on Hulk though, I'm not gonna farm kills against quad tank. My whole thing is sustain, disrupt, help my dive, kill their backline, so then we can win.
Y'all want
Riggsy
Luna
killed their
or
backline
Loki?
4 times, but you know what kept happening? They had support ults because we were feeding them ult charge like absolutely crazy. I played Punisher
So maybe
for
Loki here.
literally 45
I mean,
seconds on
Gambit is
defense
not
and
Dan.
matched
If
the
you
same
don't
amount of
play Gambit or
finals
no?
as our Moon Knight. If you want to talk stats.
I can't play Gambit.
Hulk is
He's
not
like
a
Do
stat
you want to
chaser.
play Cloak
If
and
you play
Dagger?
only
Because I can
stats,
take Gambit.
play Squirrel Girl,
I can-
play
yeah, I can do it.
fucking, I don't know, play Invis / Jeff. Just sit there and just spray everybody. That doesn't make you good at the game. Shotgun punny time.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
That's why I didn't want to go first.
Dopest album anytime mine has ever heard.
I think someone's top right.
Mission area. Got it? Make way for the new Mrs. LeBeau. Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Check out this area. Good work. It ain't over yet. Better start healing soon. Back, baby. Taste cold steel.
Let's group up here.
I was born ready.
You have no healers. You have no healers. Back up. Back up. Back up.
Time for a quick exit.
Back up. Back up.
Time for a quick exit.
Back up.
I am ready to put on a show.
By the eye of Agamotto. Open season. I got
Alright, be careful. Be careful. You only have me as healer right now. Just back up here. You don't want to get staggered. Because, bro, if you die,
I'm back. Hell yeah. Taste cold steel.
why are we pushing so far in?
Got eyes on one of them.
Get ready. Here come the bad guys.
By the eye of Agamotto. Takes a lot more than slice and dice.
Epic victory.
Really? Silver bullet.